Martin.
Helping him find the lab.
Dr. Martin,
Now you're mapping the facial muscle control regions, right?
yes,
Have you finished?
not quite.
I wonder why. All right, now, go into the stacks, get me 2 more class 3s.
Class 3. Yes, sir, right away. Paranoia. Down there. Hey. No, and paranoia. Paranoia.
Berkovich. Well?
What?
Not what? Who?
Who?
Who fell?
One of the specimens, class 4, I think.
Theo. I thought that we understood each other. People, Berkovich. Individuals, minds, souls. Every brain is a living record of a life. A journey taken. Who knows what journey they're on now? Now, who fell?
Montag.
Montag. Philip Montag. That's parietal paralysis. I think we're fairly well covered on that area, but still. The place just won't be the same without him. Gather up what you can. Prepare a new bottle, 80% more gelatin, and we'll see if we can keep the old boy together.
Yes, sir.
Morning. Mr. Hoffenkamp. How's every little floating thing? Oh, yeah? You don't say. Feeling a little suspicious. Persecuted? I see. Like somebody studying you or observing you. Right, well, that's correct. Just remember, Hal, that just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't out to get you.
Are you all right, Dr. Martin?
Oh, nothing that a little brain surgery couldn't cure. Now, where was I?
All that we suffer.
Right, or enjoy, comes from the brain and its condition, whether it's hot, cold, moist, dry. Madness, in particular, stems from its moistness. Hippocrates, 4th century BC.
I'll take this up.
Thanks.
There, but by the grace of God go I.
I was just thinking that. About you, showboat.
The universe is just a wet dream.
By the perception of illusion, we experience reality. The inscrutable Professor Ang. Ah, see? The liberal arts course pays off after all. Have you been drinking? You always get cryptic after you've been drinking.
It's the only way I can keep my lunch down. I just spent the last hour and a half being grilled by the chairman over a plate of calamari fungi. He says I'm not people-oriented. Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I'm brain-oriented, and that doesn't seem to have anything to do with people.
Exactly. How would you know? You're your own boss. You do your own work. You married the smartest, prettiest girl in our class.
It was me or you, and you lost.
That's about the only thing you ever lost. No. I lost Halsey. I lost the numbers. Shit, I'm probably gonna lose my job.
What are you talking about?
Do you know Lakeside?
Yeah, it's a mental institution.
Correct. We own it.
Oh, you own it, huh?
The corporation has very diversified interests. From the tritium that feeds the rockets to the powdered milk that feeds the babies, we're Eunice.
All right, what about Lakeside?
There's a patient there, a former employee, name of Halsey. The man was a genius, but he lost it. Butchered his family and pled insanity. But some of the board members feel he might be dissembling.
Why would he fake it?
Halsey wasn't exactly happy with some of the applications his work might be put to. Look, maybe he's just trying to get out of it. The point is, he's nuts. He's not responsible, but I am responsible. You see, Halsey was my baby. So now I'm in shit city with the board, and he's in a rubber room, totally paranoid.
Oh, paranoid. So, this is what it's all about, huh? Shit.
I didn't know who else I could turn to. I mean, nobody knows more about paranoia than you. You're the brain man, for Christ's sakes.
I don't do corporate science. I told you that.
Oh, come on. It's a favor to me. Would you go to Lakeside, visit Ward 8, ask for Halsey?
I'm not a psychiatrist.
Then run a few tests. See what you think. Besides, aren't you getting a little tired of bottled brains? Here's one you can have fresh.
Excuse me? I'm looking for Mr. Halsey.
Right over there.
Thank you. Mr. Halsey?
Conklin send you?
No.
My wife send you?
No.
My lawyer?
No, Mr. Halsey.
I didn't say I was Halsey.
Well, I'm sorry. You see, I was
You're not
told
from
that...
Conklin?
No. Nor from your wife.
My wife? What's she to you? How long have you known her? Where'd you meet? Sit down.
Thank you.
I'm Halsey. I've been expecting you. Let's go somewhere where we can talk.
You didn't trust me. I didn't trust her. And she didn't trust him. You see?
Yes, go on.
Smiling Ed pays me in cash, right? Always has. Son, Conklin pays cash. Checks are for bankers and grifters. But when I look, I don't see Ben Franklin, no siree. I see Conklin's greasy face smiling up at me. It was his way of spying on me, with his little face in my pocket. And worse, much worse.
What?
He fucked my wife, right there in the factory on the perfect sleeper. And that man of his, he's the troublemaker. He's even followed me in here. He's in the hospital. Dr. Martin, he wants to kill me.
Mr. Halsey, have you ever heard of Eunice Corporation?
Eunice. That's my wife's name.
No, this is a corporation. Maybe you did some mathematical work for them or something.
I work with numbers, sure, but I work for Conklin. Conklin Mattresses. I'm an accountant. Neat little rows and columns. No equations. Equations are too messy. You get a few numbers left over and boom. End of the world as we know it. No. I stick to accounts. It's safer.
Safer.
Are you familiar with the Hippocratic Oath?
Doctors take it.
Right. But maybe everybody should. At least do no harm. I think that's a fine rule. We can't all do good. But at least do no harm.
Mr. Halsey, would you mind if I ran a few tests on you? Just make a few maps. All simple, all completely painless. Would that be all right?
Does it pay cash money?
No.
I'll take it.
Well, one thing's for sure. Halsey's not faking.
Oh, really? How do you know?
Well, look at these. Brain maps of 3 certified paranoics. See this green area here? 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 That's the abnormality. That's the fly in the ointment, if you will. Now, here's Halsey. See that? Same thing.
Fantastic. How soon can you operate?
Operate? Oh, no, this is all theoretical work. I need maybe 2 more years of lab work and then 2 years of animal research, and then I think we might just chance opening somebody else.
I haven't got 4 years. I haven't even got 4 weeks. Why not just cut it out?
Oh, no. You open that door and you step off a cliff. It's awfully risky, especially for Halsey.
Halsey was working on something big. Cornerstone technology. And that's all I can tell you. It's classified shit. When Halsey lost his marbles, he destroyed his results. We need those numbers, or we need to make sure that nobody else will ever get them.
Jim. You want him brain dead.
Who said anything about brain dead? Don't you believe your own theories? Afraid to put him to the test? No. Come on, you can't stand there and tell me you haven't dreamed of an opportunity like this. A living brain. Think of it.
I just wouldn't feel right about it. Sorry, Jim. I'd rather not.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, would you quit thinking about Halsey for a second and think about yourself? You see, in a sense, you already work for Eunice.
Eunice?
Don't be so naive. Whose research isn't corporate funded these days? I mean, it's either us or the Department of Defense.
That doesn't mean that you own me.
Don't you want to change the world and get rich?
What if Halsey refuses?
Well, Halsey's really not in a position to choose.
And nor am I.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Look at it this way, it could be worse. You could be the patient, and Halsey could be the doctor.
Look at him.
He's got my brain. He's got my brain.
fuck, shit, my brain. It's my fucking brain, goddammit. Shit, piss, fucking shit. It's my fucking... That's my fucking brain!
No.
Yes! It's my fucking brain!
No.
That's my brain!
Sir, there must be some mistake.
There's no mistake! That's my brain!
My brain.
That's my brain! My brain!
No, you have
it's
your
my
own
fucking
brain. This
brain!
is mine.
It's my fucking,
Please,
my
sir,
fucking brain!
I'm afraid that it is not your...
Let's put the cages over here and the freezers along this wall over here. Oh, Martin, how embarrassing.
Alice.
Sorry to hear about your grant. I think it's outrageous. I mean, whatever happened to academic freedom? Bastards own us, Rex, lock, stock, and barrel. You've got guts. I'll say that for you, not me. Do I question why the U.S. Army is interested in endocrine secretion? Chemical regulators of human behavior? Well, you can bet your bottom dollar I don't.
What do you want?
I know it's terrible of me to barge in here so soon, but, well, I have to be in Washington all next week. I'm sorry, I thought they told you. My grant has been doubled. We need more space. And you know, I love all this shelf space. By the way, what are you going to do with all of these?
I don't know.
Tell you what, I can probably use most of them. Of course, all I really need are the endocrine receptors, but I'll pay you by the pound. Charge as much as you want. Our Uncle Sam is picking up the tab on this one.
Get out of here.
What?
You heard me. Get out of here. Both of you.
No need to be nasty, Rex. I'm just trying to do you a favor.
They're individuals. They're special. They're unique. You're not going to grind them up into your brain shake smears. Get out.
All right. No problem, Rex. Just make sure that you and all of your friends are out by the end of the week. Let's go, Bixby.
A minute.
Oh, no.
Bad dream?
Oh, so vivid. It must be an aftershock of the accident.
Accident? What accident?
Oh, I had a little accident this afternoon. I think. Or was that part of my dream?
Jim said you seemed a little tense this afternoon.
When did you see Jim? Since when do you and Jim get together to talk about me?
Relax. He called me. He's my friend, too.
Oh, great. You and Jim, huh? You should both get together and decide.
What's the matter? I don't know why you're so upset. I think you'd be excited.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm a little afraid. I don't want to rush into anything.
You've been poking around in people's brains as long as I've known you. What makes this one so different?
Halsey makes it different. He was a full fellow at the Institute for Advanced Studies when he was 14. I was still reading Tom Swift, Boy Scientist.
So what happened to him?
Tom Swift?
No, silly Halsey.
Oh,
they said he went nuts. He killed his wife, 2 kids, and 3 research assistants.
Genius, maybe, but definitely not a nice guy.
No, quite to the contrary. He's a very sweet man. I met him today. He likes me.
I'm so glad you're making new friends.
Morning, boys.
Would you buy me a pack of cigarettes, please?
Oh,
My money's no good here.
well, here's a couple of bucks.
No, give me your wallet.
Oh.
You think I want every Joe in the joint to know who's buying me my cigarette?
Trust me. All right. Here.
Old man RJ was nobody's fool. You can learn a thing or two from this beast's back. Look real close. You can see a man there. He's pissing, see? It's Franklin Roosevelt. And there, that's his Willie. Actually, it's Rosenfeld. It's true. He changed his name. I read it in a book. And there, in the lion, you can see a giant bald eagle mounting a naked woman from behind.
Halsey, I need your help.
You do?
Yes. Here, let me help you with that. In fact, I think you're probably the only one who can help me.
Me? Why me?
You and I, we have something in common.
What's that?
Well, for one thing, we both have the same employer.
Son of a bitch!
Halsey?
You work for Conklin!
No, I don't work for Conklin.
I knew it! Goddamn rotten spy!
No, I'm not a spy. I don't work for Conklin. Let me explain it to you this way. We both know that pure science exists above all this. Do you trust me?
I do.
I need to open you up. I need to examine your brain.
My brain?
You have a special brain, a very special brain. That's why we did all those tests. But tests aren't enough for them now. I need to show them.
My brain.
I know you feel like I've railroaded you.
Try blackmailed.
I'm just helping you be you. You know you want to do this. And believe me, someday when you're rich and famous, and you're the head of Eunice's neuroscience division, you'll thank me. Mark my words. You'll thank me for what I did. Good luck.
Mr. Reston, surely you're not suggesting that Eunice go into the lobotomy business?
We don't need that kind of publicity. It's not the image Eunice wants to project.
I was merely using these unpleasant associations to illustrate a point.
Dr. Martin's procedure is quite a different story. Rex? He's right. It's very different than the 50s. You could call it the kinder, gentler lobotomy.
Let's get to the point, shall we? What about Halsey?
Theo. Mr. Halsey's paranoid psychosis stems from an abnormality near the subvisual cortex. Now, I've been doing very extensive maps on the area.
Skip the map. Can you cure him?
Restore his mathematical genius.
Stimulate his memory, at least get the numbers.
In the best possible case, he may completely recover. If so, he'll probably remember the numbers you want or be able to recalculate them if and only if he believes it's appropriate.
And in the worst case?
Tabula rasa. A clean slate. It could completely wipe his brain.
Please proceed, Dr. Martin. You have our undivided attention.
Mr. Halsey?
Yes.
Are you still with us? Why are you at Lakeside?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do.
What about your family?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
They were murdered.
Really?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mr. Halsey?
Who killed them, Mr. Halsey?
Conklin. Black and white and red all over.
Shocking. You didn't kill them yourself.
But what about the numbers?
I'm just an accountant.
Bullshit. Just give us those numbers, Halsey.
Gentlemen, please.
This is a delicate procedure. Mr. Halsey.
Can you hear me, Mr. Halsey?
Yeah.
Mr. Halsey?
Yes.
Is the man who followed you, the man who killed your family, this Conklin, is he here?
Yes.
Do you see him?
No.
How do you know then?
He follows me everywhere. Black and white and red all over.
Well, I can't see him, Mr. Halsey. Why don't you take a look around, just to put your mind at rest? Now, I want you to just relax.
Knock, knock.
Mr. Halsey? Is the man in white still with us? Look for him, please.
Who are you referring to?
Thank you, Mr. Halsey. By the way, Mr. Halsey, what do you do for a living?
I'm a mathematician.
And what are you working on now?
I'm not at liberty to discuss it. Sorry.
That's quite all right.
Dr. Martin, you have written and said many times that reality is in the brain.
That's right, yes. And yet you give yourself the power to alter another human being's reality.
Ethical questions aside, what are we really talking about here? What's the growth potential?
I've got this one. For the last decade, cosmetic plastic surgery has outgrossed every other medical procedure, bar none, by several thousand%. If people are so anxious to change their faces and bodies, what about their personalities, their very souls? Had a bad childhood? We can fix it. Resculpt your memory, sharpen your perception, or soften it. Why not? And why not Eunice?
Here, here.
See, they love you. What did I tell you? Look, I know I pushed you a little hard on this one, but it's all for the best. Now, you and Dana are meeting the chairman and I for dinner at 8. Don't be late.
Yeah, fine. We'll be there.
Excuse me, Chairman.
Hustle. Thanks.
Get off my tail. It's not funny anymore.
Hey, who the hell are you? What do you want?
I'll take Manhattan, but I'll settle for dinner.
Oh.
What's the matter?
How long have you been behind me?
I don't know, a couple of blocks. Didn't you hear me honk?
No, I didn't, but I thought that somebody was following me. I guess not. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Come on. Rex. Come on. Okay? Thank you.
Great.
Do you really think you should drink?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, don't get mad, but
When you start a sentence like that, it signals my brain that something is coming that I absolutely will get mad at, and before I know it, ugly pheromones are rocketing through my system, I'm ready to kill. Did you have a nice day?
All right, Rex, what's going on? What's wrong?
I guess I am a little tired.
I don't mean just tonight. You've changed. Sometimes I feel like I hardly know you.
Well, Dana, I just...
Hey.
Watch it, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. It's just my fault. It's my fault.
No harm done.
Yeah, no harm done.
We go back quite a ways. We were actually roommates in college.
Rex? Rex?
Excuse me. Rex! I'm back. Rex. Excuse me. We're over here.
Do I know you?
Right.
Rex, honey.
Oh, you need a drink.
Of course.
Excuse me. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. Rex, I'd like you to meet Cyril Vance, chairman of Eunice.
It's an honor and a pleasure, Dr. Martin.
You're a moron at your leisure, Mr. Vance.
Don't mind my husband, Mr. Vance. It's cocktail hour, and I think he's channeling the voice of Oscar Wilde.
Oh, here we go.
A toast to madness. Madness is merely moisture on the brain. Here's proof.
I think he started celebrating before us. Si, the possibilities of this thing are unlimited. I mean, this is going to have a revolutionary impact up and down our service and product lines.
Well, I love your idea for clinics within the communities. Have you a name for them?
I've got the boys in marketing revving up their engines. How about attitude adjustment centers? How does that grab you?
Awful. There's no harmony to that. It's not user-friendly.
You're absolutely right, sir. How about... I've got it. The new you. From Eunice.
The new you from Eunice. The new you from Eunice. I love it. I love it.
Why not? Why not? Doc in the box on each corner. Slogans. Come on in for a Jiffy Spinal Tap. 1995 for a quick lube and lobotomy. Bang! Drive-in service. You could even do it to yourself. I don't know if anybody's told you about me, but I'm a purple people. No, person pimple. People person. There we go. People like me, generally, when they meet me.
Excuse me.
Si, wait, please, I can explain. He's been under a terrible strain these last couple of weeks.
People-oriented, and, I like people.
Have another drink, you dumb son of a bitch. You're finished.
Fine, fire me. Take my wife. Take my life. That's why I'm here.
Rex, calm down. You're not well.
Stress, B12 deficiency, slight concussion. I'm glad to be back. It's good. problem, huh? I didn't do it.
Okay.
Okay. No, I didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't.
Of course you didn't do it. It's all right. You're awake now.
Awake?
Just another dream.
Thank God. Thank God I didn't do it.
Of course not.
No.
Same dream
Same as what?
as the one last night and the night before and the night before.
Where am I?
Well, you're in Lakeside, of course. Lakeside Sanitarium. Don't you remember, Mr. Martin?
No, I don't. How did I get here anyway? What am I doing here? I would like to speak to somebody in charge, please.
Well, how are we doing this morning?
It's you. It's him. He did it. He killed him. He killed them all. Don't go. No. Get away from me, you maniac. I don't know what's going on here, but...
Did I follow you? Did I torment you? Did I perhaps even kill your loved ones?
Yes, you did.
Good. That's very frightening. Those are very frightening thoughts. Are you frightened? Sometimes we have thoughts that are so frightening we can't even admit to ourselves that we have them. The only way we can deal with those thoughts is to believe that somebody else has them.
Don't do that.
It's not reality yet, but it's progress. Now, may I have your arm?
Oh, no. No, you don't. No, you don't to get into any of this.
Now, Mr. Martin.
Dr. Martin.
All right. Dr. Martin.
No. Get away from me.
You don't want me to call Fred and Dewey, do you?
I don't care who you call. Now, this has gone far enough. Now, I demand that you return my clothes and tell me what's going on here. And I warn you, my wife is a top attorney.
Fred, Dewey.
All right, this can hurt. This can hurt. Hear that? I'm gonna sue you. I'll sue all of you.
There. It wasn't bad, was it? Thank you, gentlemen. Wait at the nurse's station. I'll call you if I need you.
I wish that you would stop treating me like...
What? Like you're what, Mr. Martin?
Whoa. I'm starting to feel a little racy. Something, That was no sedative you gave me. You are the man who was following me. I know that.
That's right. In my best white suit, stained with blood.
You killed Jim and Dana.
It's possible to be distracted by too much detail. For instance, your dream could be very simple. You create yourself as that which you have always wanted to be. But some part of you, or some part of your mind, is not very comfortable with that. So you fragment into another part called Halsey. And in your dream, Halsey becomes your patient, as in actuality, you are my patient. But in real life, Mr. Martin, there is no Halsey. You are Halsey. Now, you think you can behave yourself?
I should think so.
All right. You can unbuckle it. Easy, easy. All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tony, it's you.
Of course, sir. I'm here as always.
See? She knows me. But What is this? How did we get in my office?
Make yourself comfortable, Mr. Martin. My office is your office. You can sit in my chair if you like, but I think you'll be more comfortable over here. Then I can close the door and we can start our session.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
What, Mr. Martin?
Rex Francis Martin, born December 7th, 1956, Pearl Harbor Day in Chicago. The oldest of 3 children. My mother's name was Willoughby, and that's a lithograph, 1548. I graduated from the University of Chicago, and I have my MD and PhD in neuroscience from the Miskatonic University. Got married, Dana and I, in 1979. She was the lucky catch. We got married outdoors in a garden, barefooted. See, I drive a Volvo with 30,000 miles. My shirt size is 1735. I have no scars, I have no birthmarks, and I know where the waste paper basket is. Boom. My office is in the Beaumont building, 8th floor, and this is my office. Now, will you kindly tell me who you are, why you are here in my office, and generally, what is the meaning of this?
Those are very reasonable questions. Very reasonable questions, of course.
Thank you.
But before I do that, I'd like you to have a look at a few things.
Oh.
You say your office is in the Beaumont building.
You know very well it is.
The 8th floor?
Yes, this is my office.
View.
This is my office.
City view, yes?
I don't know how we got here.
Would you take a look out that window and just tell me what you see?
No, it can't be. No, I'm fine.
I know it's fine. It's all right. I just over here. Just look.
I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I can't believe it.
Do you think you're being hoaxed?
Yes, I think there is a very real possibility.
It's a very remote possibility, surely. Why don't you sit down? You say you're a man of science. Can you think about this scientifically?
Excuse me, Dr. Renton.
Jim, thank God. Get me out of here. It's been some crazy mix-up here.
You remember Jim, our accountant?
Accountant? No, Jim's a trained administrator. He runs the whole R&D department.
Maybe someday, Mr. Martin. Dr. Remsen, it's Mr. Martin's account I came to see you about. You see, Mr. Conklin is way behind on his payments.
Conklin? Who's Conklin? What's he got to do with my account?
You were his prize accountant. I don't see how the mattress business survives without you.
I don't think we need to discuss this anymore in front of...
You've really been busy. Must be very satisfying. Keep up the good work.
Henry.
No, just don't get up.
Are you lost? They sometimes send the lost ones here to me. This is a lost and found. Well, it was my idea in the first place.
Oh, it's very good.
I'll take you.
Well,
I know where to go. Without me, you'll never choose the right door. Then you could be eaten by a tiger.
This is a closet here.
No, it's not. It's my office.
No, this is a closet. These are clothes here, and I'd like to get out, please.
No, it's my office, and you're my client, and you can't.
Excuse me, there's some mistake.
Ow!
Away from the door.
No,
Lady,
come in. Come in.
see you've just visited my little museum. Antique neurological devices are my hobby. Mankind's efforts to tame madness make a fascinating history.
Museum? How can you do this to people?
What people?
These people. But I saw. What's this? People in cages.
You become overexcited. Perhaps a little shock therapy will help you relax.
No, I think there's just a light one. What are you doing here?
They keep all the psycho killers on the same floor.
Then it wasn't a dream.
No, they just don't want to upset you.
But I didn't do it.
You don't need to tell me that. I know who did it. You've seen him.
Who?
You know who, and he's here. In the hospital.
Halsey, you're crazy.
Hey, residents of glass structures ought not hurl projectiles. Listen to me. You be whoever they want you to be. You understand? It's the only way.
All right.
The more you resist, the crazier they think you are. And if they don't see any real progress, they're likely to take extreme measures. And whatever you do, don't let them take you into surgery. Shit, it's them. I'll go hide in the closet.
Okay. Halsey, come out. Coast is clear. Halsey! Halsey.
Dr. Martin, oh boy, am I glad to see you.
Halsey, you gotta help me. Where am I? How long have we been?
Slow down, slow down.
They said that you didn't exist.
I know. They said that we're the same person. I know the whole stinking story. They told me the same thing.
They did?
Yes, sirree, Bob. They said you didn't exist.
That I was a creation of your mind? Some sort of character in your dream?
Right as rain. That's what they said.
I know I'm real. Oh, good. Yeah. Hey, have we done this before?
Are we doing this now? Shit. It's them. I'll just duck in.
Don't go in the closet. Trust me. Wait a second. No, I'm here. Oh, fine. Great. P.S. You've got brain damage. Oh, Christ.
You dumb bastard. Why don't you ever look where you're going?
Oh, this should be interesting. You smarmy son of a bitch. Jesus. Dana. Huh. I can't, what is this?
Halsey, he's feeling there.
Everything's gonna be all right. He's in the best possible hands. Dana, I just want you to know I'm here for you. I always have been.
Help me! I'm not dead yet!
Did you hear that? That's funny. I could have sworn I heard something.
Halsey, where are we?
We're in my brain.
Your brain?
Hey, don't bug me. I'm keeping my head above water. I'm maintaining. I am real busy here. Hey, did you hear that? What? Storm's coming.
A storm?
A rainstorm. Shit, that's no storm.
What is it?
Undersea monsters are the it.
Are they dangerous?
Not to me, but then this is my brain. My brain. You can't get hurt in your own dream. But you, oh, you better watch.
Halsey! Shit!
And we're gonna keep on dumping on you till you get your ass out of here.
What?
You heard me. Move it. You're scaring off my customers. Make sure he's gone. Stinks.
Look, if you want to come back after we close, maybe we can get you some food from the kitchen or something. Hey, he's serious. If you're not out of here, he's gonna call the cops.
Paul. Hello?
Dr. Halsey. Glad to find you back in your office.
I'm not Halsey.
Of course not. You are in Dr. Halsey's office. You answer Dr. Halsey's private line, but you are not Dr. Halsey.
Who is this?
Wait right there and you'll find out.
Halsey. Halsey.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's still in there. Intact this time, huh? Let's do it.
Yes! Jack Halsey? How's the golf game? How's Mrs. Halsey and the kids? Haven't seen you in a while. It's me, Alice. I'm not Halsey. Repeat that. Repeat it. You're not Halsey. Thank you.
Cocksucker, I know I'm a cocksucker.
You. Hey!
You! Hey! No, wait! Look at that!
Spare change? Do you know me? Sure. Yeah, sure. Sure I do. Mr. John Q. Public.
No. No, you know me. You know who I am. You know me. You know me!
Look, I don't know you from Adam.
I'll tell you something. You look like you got Eunice writ all over you.
Jim. Hey. Jim. Jim. Oh, thank God, it's you. You came just... you gotta help me.
Hop in.
Right. Jim, I've gotten so lost. Everything has gotten out of hand. I mean, get this. They think that I am Halsey. But then I thought he killed you. No, I killed you. I killed somebody. And then Dana was there, too.
Try to relax. It's just bad dreams.
No, I'm not dreaming this. It's not a dream. I ruled that out. It's more like that I'm being dreamed by Eunice. You too. Everybody, the whole thing, this car, we're all being dreamed by Eunice. For the universe is like a wet dream.
By the perception of illusion, we experience reality. Are you experienced, Mr. Halsey?
That's Mr. Conklin, Eunice Security. He's been looking all over for you.
All right. I'd like to tell you that you have the wrong man.
I'm sorry, Mr. Halsey, but it's important. We really do need that equation.
Where are you taking me?
Home, to Lakeside, where you belong. Farmhouse, this is the Shepherd. We're coming in. Go.
Where should we begin?
At the beginning, of course. That's it. Just relax, Mr. Halsey.
What do you want?
Just the facts.
I don't know what you're talking about. But you can't do this.
We own you, Halsey. You, your ideas, your thoughts, your very brain. It's all ours. You, Halsey, are a wholly owned subsidiary of Eunice Corporation.
I'm not Halsey.
Are you sure? Chung Tzu wondered whether he was a man dreaming of being a butterfly or whether he was a butterfly dreaming of being a man. Are you sure you're not a butterfly?
This doesn't seem to be working.
I don't see what we're accomplishing here. He's of no use to us this way.
Just make sure no one else will ever get it out of him.
Tabula rasa. The clean slate.
Wait, let me try. Can you hear me? Halsey, can you hear me? Okay, Martin. Rex. Can you hear me? It's me, Jim. I know who you are. Good. Now listen very carefully. It doesn't make any difference anymore who you are. When you get out of here, you can be whoever you want to be. We'll help you. Start a whole new life. You want to be a neurologist? Fine. You've got it. But you've got to work with us. Look, my ass is on the line, too. I could lose my job, but you could lose much more. Much, much more. I don't know what you want. We want the right side of the equation. You erased it. Don't you remember?
No.
Well, you did. It was on a Monday, the last day you came to work. You'd had a tough weekend. Hard work killing and dismembering your family. I mean, that's real aerobic exercise. Something to get the heart pounding. Ring any bells? It was 3 little numbers. What were they? Tell me, you dumb son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Just burn out the core. And let's go.
Brace him, for God's sake. EEG was very spiky.
Yeah, but the screaming and the respiration.
He's just experiencing a vivid dream, that's all. And we all know dreams can't hurt us. Dr. Martin?
Do you call me Martin?
Of course.
Then I am Rex Martin.
Yes, you're Dr. Rex Martin.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I've been so lost.
You've been in an accident. You're in surgery. You've had severe cerebral hemorrhaging.
Zone?
Rear visual. We just now isolated it.
Seizures. I've been having seizures.
Yes.
Did I kill my wife?
No, of course not. If you look through the glass there, can you see her? And who's with her?
Jim.
Yes. They've all been very worried about you. I'm ready to go in now and see if I can't repair the damage. All right?
Right as rain. I'm in your hands, Doc. I'll let you earn your fee. After all, it's old man Conklin's money.
Beg your pardon?
Conklin Mattress Factory. They give it to Halsey. Halsey gives it to me, I give it to Ramsden.
Just relax, Doctor. I'm a bit nervous myself. I've never operated on another brain man before.
Just do no harm.
What?
No harm done.
pressure. Lets up the flow and increases the O2.
It's cranial bleeding, Doctor.
You stop it? No. What are the numbers? No respiratory
It's
response.
down. Flat line, Doctor.
Asystole.
Party's over.
Well, at least he didn't feel any pain.
Where am I? Am I dreaming? Or is this death? I'm dead. Great. I'm dead. I think. Oh, this should be interesting.
Where shall we begin?
He's got my brain.
So sorry.
A toast to madness. A toast to madness. Brain dead.
Brain dead. Brain dead. Brain dead.
Try to relax. It's just bad dreams. Try to relax.
But it wasn't a dream.
Brain dead.
Brain dead.
Brain dead.
Brain dead.
What about the numbers? What about the numbers?
I'm sorry, Mr. Halsey. That it wasn't a dream.